You've helped us rank as Best Workplace in America. None of this happens without you.
Thank you.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12, first at 4.
A Columbia County deputy uttering words of thankfulness as he speaks out for the first time nearly a year after a shooting almost took his life.
So many prayers from everybody throughout the community. I haven't got to say thank you. Today, I can actually have that opportunity to say thank you.
But first at 4, closing arguments begin tomorrow in the murder trial of Janelle Carwell. Good afternoon, I'm Zaina Halliburton. Thank you for watching News 12 First at 4, now streaming live on WRDW+. This is video from court today as the last witnesses took to the stand to testify. Janelle's mother and stepfather are charged in her death after investigators say her body was found buried in a shallow grave in 2018. Today on the witness stand was a You may have noticed this bright streak across the sky early this morning. That was a SpaceX rocket launch from Florida, and it could be seen right here in our area. These are photos sent in from some of you, and I really enjoyed looking at all of the photos. It's pretty cool that we got to see this happen right here in the CSRA. A lot of people were wondering what this is, but again, SpaceX rocket launching from Florida. That could be seen across the CSRA, but it was so cool to see so many different photos of this happening, Emily, in our area.
I like you saying, seeing the photos, because that's all I saw, Zaina. I was asleep whenever this was happening, but very cool, and we really do appreciate you guys sending in pictures like that. Definitely cool to see for the people who maybe are up late at night and didn't get up to see the space launch. Looking out at our Thurman Dam right now, beautiful afternoon. We're warming up, sitting in the upper 70s right now, right at 79, and feels like 79. The dew point starting to rise a little bit as well. We're going to have a pretty warm evening in store. Upper 60s at 7 p.m., then cooling off into the low 60s and eventually 50s overnight tonight. But very comfortable conditions as we go throughout the middle of our week. I'll have a look at what we can expect for our weekend coming up.
Thanks, Emily. Nearly a year after he was shot and nearly lost his life, we're hearing from a Columbia County deputy for the first time as he continues to recover. Columbia County Deputy Gavin White gave a heartfelt thank you to the community today for helping save his life by giving blood. But he says it wasn't just blood that kept him alive. It was the community stepping up with prayers and even food.
You have a community that stands behind you. I had no doubt in my mind I was coming back to work after it happened. I read through all the Facebook posts that everybody put, all the get well. I had a food drive set up where people bring food to my house, cards, flowers. So, I mean, it means a lot, obviously. Like I said, I haven't got to publicly say thank you, so that's one of the reasons I'm here today.
Oh, that's amazing, and we thank him for his service. It's so nice to see the community stepping up in that way. Deputy White and Deputy Brandon Sykes were shot during a traffic stop on April 26th of 2025. Sykes died from his injuries. A responding deputy shot and killed the suspect. Officials say they found illegally modified guns, pipe bombs, and other deadly weapons inside the RV the suspect was driving. A 72-year-old Augusta man is dead after a crash. The Richmond County coroner identified him as 72-year-old Michael Lopez. The crash happened this morning on Barton Chapel Road near Glen Hills Drive. Officials say Lopez drove on the opposite side of the road and hit another car. He was pronounced dead on the scene. The condition of the people inside the other car are unknown at this time. We now know the names of 4 out of 6 soldiers.
The signs were...
Several local members of Scouting America recently received its highest honor. The Georgia-Carolina Council welcomed 4 new Eagle Scouts: Mackenzie Rosowski, Emily Thomas, Jacob Burden, and Luke Wallace. There's several requirements to receive the rank, including planning and leading a community service project that benefits a local group. The rank of Eagle Scout is earned by fewer than 6% of Scouts nationwide, so a huge congratulations to these 4. Conflict in the Middle East is shaking global markets. Coming up, what it can mean for your wallet and the smart moves you can make now to protect your financial future.
And looking at temperatures overnight tonight, we're cooling off into the middle 50s for us, so relatively warm for your overnight hours. I'll have a look at what we can expect for the rest of the work week coming up.
Simon, made whole doctrine.
Hospital lanes.
Living in liability release.
I had no idea what any of that meant in my case, but Austin did.
That's why you need the Augusta guy.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
Well, looking at sky conditions this afternoon, plenty of sunshine, seeing a little bit of cloud cover, but overall, a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and we're going to have a nice evening as well. Temperatures at 7 p.m. still in the upper 60s. We'll see low 60s after that, and then eventually dropping off into the 50s late overnight. But very comfortable start to our Thursday. In the mid-50s, we will have foggy conditions again to start off our morning, but that's just going to be the story here for the next couple of days as we have those warmer afternoons. Here's what we're looking at for your Thursday morning. Again, foggy conditions to start off the day. Once we get into the afternoon, cloud cover breaks up, plenty of sunshine, having us warm up to right around that 80-degree mark, and then we'll see a few isolated showers possible late overnight. And for the start of our Friday, looking mostly cloudy as we will see foggy conditions again, but by the afternoon, partly cloudy sky conditions, a hit or miss shower possible, but very low chance of rain there as we go throughout the Saturday. Really just a copy and paste forecast. Very warm afternoons, an isolated shower here or there. But when it's all said and done, over the next 7 days, we'll probably be lucky if we get to half an inch of rainfall. So not looking to accumulate too much. We really could use a good bit of rainfall, but again, about 20%. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be our best chance of getting some more measurable rainfall. So here's what we're looking at starting off the morning. A few isolated showers possible, looking mostly dry throughout the day. This model has some cloud cover moving in, and then a few isolated to maybe even scattered showers as we go throughout the later part of our evening and into the overnight hours. Sunday, things are looking mostly dry Monday, but about that 20% chance again for those afternoon pop-up showers and maybe a rumble thunder or two. But look at next week, Tuesday, 85, 84. Next Wednesday, those aren't spring temperatures to me, Zaina. That is summer. So it is going to be warm here, but we do have some rainfall by the end of next week. We'll talk a little bit about that coming up.
Ooh, we're getting to the point where you have to swap out all of your winter clothes for the summer clothes. Thanks, Emily. Giving you a live look now at how the Dow closed this afternoon. It went up more than 200 points. Here at home, shovels hit the dirt today for the groundbreaking of Harlem's new park. The new park is being built on North Fairview Drive, where North Harlem Elementary School used to be. Once it's complete, visitors can enjoy a playground, a splash pad, and a pavilion. The new playground should be ready by the end of August. Perfect time, because it's going to be hot and you're going to want a splash pad and a place to go hang out outside. Coming up, from the most frightening moments after birth to a lifeline of hope. Still ahead, today's The Good Side. We introduce you to a NICU nurse and her former patient as she continues saving lives.
Fish delish, fish delish. You want big fish sides and cups. This train is loaded up. You're $5.99 for meal deals. Yup. Captain D's fish delish.
It's one of life's most joyful moments, welcoming a baby into your family, but nearly 10% of newborns are admitted to the NICU each year, turning celebration into uncertainty. In those fragile moments, a steady hand and a kind word can mean everything. Your national correspondent, Deborah Alfarone, introduces us to a nurse in the nation's capital who's marking a milestone, transporting some of the sickest babies and transforming fear into hope.
Most babies' first rides don't sound like this. Amidst the roar of rotor blades and racing pulses, NICU nurse Janice Berry has been a steady voice.
Can you believe it's 40 years? No, I can't. It doesn't seem like 40 years. It really doesn't.
And for most of those, Berry has worked on the transport team, lifting off with the littlest patients to take them to this level 4 NICU at Children's National Hospital in Washington, D.C.
Ever since I was probably about 10 years old, I always loved working with kids, taking care of kids, and it's about that point that I decided I wanted to go into nursing.
Don't let Berry's modest demeanor fool you. She doesn't just transport newborns, she carries families through the most terrifying hours of their lives.
The first thing they said to me was, your daughter has neck, and if it's her entire intestines, then she may not make it. And so my first experience, it was kind of tough.
NEC stands for necrotizing enterocolitis, a condition that can kill. Tamika Doy says her baby Peyton was born prematurely.
She was very sick when she came over.
And that's when Janice came in and she said, it's okay. You know, you have a warrior princess here and she's going to be okay.
Hi, how are you? Yes, this is Peyton, the warrior princess, living proof of that flight and that fight.
Think, wow, been through a lot, but yeah, I survived it, got better, and now when people see me, they can't believe that it's me from when I was younger.
What's the most rewarding part of your job?
Working with the child and the family as a whole, I think is really incredible because you're not just taking care of that sick baby, you're taking care of the whole family.
Nurse Barry and the team transport more than 1,000 newborns each year, but their work doesn't stop after landing.
Anytime we're not out on transport, we can help out in the NICU.
And that gives Barry and other nurses the opportunity to touch more lives and make lifelong friends.
She was the start of our story, so she'll always be a part of our story.
How long are we going to see Nurse Janice Berry here at Children's Hospital? I hope that after 40 years, you're not planning on leaving.
Well, a couple more years at least, so we'll see. We'll see. To be determined.
TBD. For now, she's still flying, still fighting for the next warrior princess. In Washington, D.C., with The Good Side, I'm Deborah Alfaro.
And we appreciate what she does. That's such a rewarding job. Tamika says Peyton has had 24 surgeries and still is fighting medical issues. She's also proudly tells us Peyton is on the honor roll. Children's National has more than 900 admissions annually, referred from over 30 NICUs near and far because of their specialty programs. Well, a body-worn camera may have saved the life of a deputy in Florida. The video may be hard to watch, so now's a good time to exit the room if you need. He's okay. That's just a scary situation. Emily?
Yeah, very scary there. Looking at our temperatures tomorrow, warming up to right around 80 degrees. We have a warm afternoon in store. I'll have a look at what we can expect for our weekend coming up.
Right now, during the Rooms to Go anniversary sale, shop a great selection of beautiful bedrooms on sale. This contemporary 5-piece set is just $9.99. 5 pieces, including dresser and mirror, just $9.99. In your choice of 2 great finishes, on sale at Rooms to Go.
Chick-fil-A makes a change to a popular item on its menu, and you might have already noticed it. It has returned to its original waffle fry recipe. The recipe was changed in 2024. Chick-fil-A started using pea starch to make the fries stay crispy longer. The chain decided to go back to the original recipe after many customers said the flavor and texture of the fries had changed. I didn't notice a difference. I didn't know it changed back in
100% noticed.
Okay, you're a true
Yes.
Chick-fil-A lover.
It was just like, I felt like the breading, is that what it's called? I don't know, the outside stuff of it.
Sure.
It was just like very airy, if that makes sense. And like, it almost felt like I was eating like a potato chip instead of a fry.
What?
People at home, they know what I mean. They know what I mean. So yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, I've enjoyed them. Okay, I need it. Let's go to Chick-fil-A after this show.
Okay, we'll try it out. But hey, warm afternoon in store. I'll have more on your forecast coming up.
Getting glasses soon?
Prices rising?
Getting glasses soon?
Prices rising? Tough.
You know, at Stanton you can get 2 glasses and an eye exam for just 79 bucks.
Don't believe you.
Let me show you.
Okay, let's go. Got the exam, chose the frames, and glasses are ready in 30 minutes. Stanton Optical rules.
You're watching News 12, first at 4. Continues.
It's nothing but trees and overgrown grass right now, but soon this land on Randall Hunt Road in McDuffie County could become home to a data center. Good afternoon, I'm Zaina Halliburton. Thank you for watching News 12 First at 4, now streaming live on WRDW+. In just 2 weeks, the McDuffie County Planning Commission will hold a public hearing on the proposed data center. That's a legal requirement when government bodies consider major development projects. The public hearing comes after the Planning Commission recommended Project Azalea for approval last night. We're showing you video from that meeting where dozens of people turned out. The plan for Project Azalea includes up to 6 buildings on Randall Hunt Road near a large electrical substation. Like many other concerns we've heard about other approved data centers in our area, some neighbors in McDuffie County oppose the project, saying it's not fit for the area. McDuffie County submitted a request for a regional impact review of the land. Once that's complete, Planning Commission will hold a public hearing on March 17th at 6:30. We'll continue to follow this project and bring you the latest. If approved by the Board of Commissioners, Project Azalea will mark the 4th data center coming to our area. Closing arguments begin tomorrow in the murder trial of Janelle Carwell. Sending things over to weather now, where if you've been outside, it's been a beautiful sunny day, Emily, and you're talking about temperatures warming up even more down the road.
Yeah, if this is not warming up for you, just stick around the next couple of days. We are warming up, if you can believe it. Right now, sitting at 79, and it's pretty nice outside as well. So definitely feeling like spring for us this evening. Comfortable conditions, mostly clear skies to start off. We'll be in the upper 60s still at 7 p.m. and then dipping into the low 60s and eventually 50s overnight tonight. So a mild night in store, a foggy start though, again, to your Thursday morning. I'll have a more detailed look at those foggy conditions, but also what we can expect throughout the next 7 days coming up.
The U.S. and Israel are stepping up attacks on Iran as the Senate holds. News 12 had a hand in strengthening local students' reading skills today. Your First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hill was a guest reader at Jamestown Elementary School for National Read Across America Day. It's part of a week-long event. Let's take a listen.
That is scary. Does it look like a giant tsunami? Yes, very. It's usually found out in front of the storm. Moisturizing air helps a shelf cloud to form.
I love that. And look at those kids. They're so engaged. I love that this happens. Some of our other local school districts are participating in National Read Across America Week as well, including Columbia and Aiken counties. Love that we're doing that, and it's great that Riley got to get out there and read to some of the kids. Catching a concert these days is not cheap. Fans and artists often point the blame at Ticketmaster. Just ahead, a trial is underway that could bring big changes to ticket sales.
And looking at the pollen count over the next couple of days, really going to feel it as temperatures are warming up. Things are starting to bloom a little bit. So just be aware of that. I'll have a look at what we can expect for your weekend coming up.
Time with your family is sacred. I cherish the moments.
When storms hit, 30 seconds is all the time you could have to get to safety. Your shelter in the storm is here to provide safety and peace of mind. Professionally installed and FEMA certified, we're your only local underground shelter supplier in Georgia and South Carolina, saving you on shipping and wait times. Available for both houses and mobile homes, installs take just 4 hours to a day. Your shelter in the storm.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
Well, we're looking at dry conditions for the rest of our afternoon and evening, staying mostly dry overnight as well. So if you have any outdoor plans, maybe you need to take a furry friend out on a walk after work. Beautiful sky conditions will continue, relatively warm as well. 7 p.m. still sitting in those middle and upper 60s for us. We'll dip into the low 60s and eventually 50s overnight tonight. We'll bottom out right around that 55, 54 degree mark, but it is going to be very foggy for the start of our morning again. So give yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to be tomorrow. Again, we're going to see that dense fog likely throughout all of the CSRA to start off our Thursday morning. So cloud cover for the first half of the day. Once we get into the afternoon, plenty of sunshine for us, helping us warm up to right around that 80 degree mark, and really a copy and paste forecast as we go throughout the next couple of days. Friday, we're going to see that cloud cover and even foggy conditions to start off our morning, but by the afternoon, an isolated shower possible, but warming up and plenty of sunshine for the second half of our Friday. We'll do it again Saturday, a few shower chances as well, and it's going to be beneficial. Not really going to accumulate too much, at least for us here in the CSRA. Some places over in Atlanta, northern Georgia, they can expect to see close to 2 inches of rain. But us here, we'll be lucky if we get close to really even half an inch. So not a lot of rainfall, but we do have several chances of rain. Just going to be those quick isolated showers popping up. But Sunday, that's going to be our best chance of getting some measurable rainfall for us as we go throughout really the second part of our evening. So the afternoon, nice and dry, a little bit cloudy, but the evening, we can expect to see a few of those hit or miss showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder or two. Once we get into next week, big warm up for us. Check it out. Tuesday and Wednesday, middle 80s for us. And I don't consider that spring weather anymore. 80s, mid 80s, that's summer, Zaina.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. Thanks, Emily. It's exciting to see your favorite artist in concert, but buying those tickets often comes with a heavy dose of sticker shock. Usher Qureshi shows us how a trial happening right now could reshape concert ticket sales. The judge in the case told jurors evidence will be presented over the next 6 weeks. Well, a dog in Virginia reaches superstar status. She's being called a hero after saving a woman's life. Desiree Montilla explains how it all started with her usual morning walk.
We walk 5 miles a day, every day, and we've been doing that for 9 years.
A dreary day in the center of the universe.
Come on, Doge, you want to go for a walk?
Never stops Dan DeCandelo and his dog Gozer from taking their morning walks around the neighborhood.
Gozer is the child that we've never had.
But 3 weeks ago, their daily stroll took an unexpected turn.
We were about halfway up Henry Clay, heading towards the tracks, as we call it here in Ashland. And she started barking wildly at a house that we pass every single day.
Gozer pulled Dan towards the home, where they found a woman unresponsive on the front steps.
It was a woman who was on her back in a white robe, which camouflaged her and made it impossible to see from the road. She had no hat. She had no gloves. She had no shoes.
Dan quickly called 911 and talked to the homeowner, who says the woman didn't live there. While waiting for her first responders, Gozer stayed by her side, trying to wake her up.
Gozer was non-stop barking, and was barking at her, was fairly close to her.
Steps saving the woman's life, just in the nick of time.
The woman, from what I understand, spent a week in ICU. Her body temperature was 78 degrees, and somehow survived. Girl,
Gozer is being hailed a hero.
It's a good thing we stopped, because I wouldn't have done it without her. I would have walked right past, but you could see nothing.
A moment proving not all heroes wear capes.
Dogs are special. They have that sense that we don't have. And obviously that was well displayed that morning. It's like a proud father.
And that's a sweet girl, good girl for her. Yeah, dogs are very special. Glad that they were there at the right time. Caring for kids and an aging parent at the same time can stretch families thin. Coming up, the hidden cost of the sandwich generation and steps to plan ahead.
So how are you feeling about your current money manager?
Well, thanks for watching News 12 on your side. They're caring for their kids and trying to help care for an aging parent at the same time. It's often called the sandwich generation. And for many families, it can come with real financial and emotional strain. And this Watching Your Wallet consumer investigator, Carice Jackman, looks at some of the hidden costs of caregiving and steps experts say can help you plan ahead.
Juggling life at home can get complicated fast, especially when you're supporting kids and also helping care for a parent. That situation is often called the sandwich generation.
So you've still got someone, maybe they're 18 or under, that's living under your roof, but you've also still been lucky enough to have your parents around, so you're also taking care of them.
Dana Edens, media relations manager at Retirement Living, surveyed people who identify as part of the sandwich generation. She says in that survey, around 28% of respondents reported spending 5 to 9 hours a week providing care. And 51% also reported that caring for children and a senior loved one increases their stress or fatigue.
So you've got those out-of-pocket expenses. You also lose something that we looked at is your own expenses, like retirement savings, if you have to spend that money on a caregiver or caregiving. We looked at things like household necessities. Even if it's cutting back on your personal spending, your personal vacations, it's still money that is yours that you're putting towards something else.
So what can help when you're trying to manage care and your budget at the same time? Eden says start by asking your employer what flexibility or benefits may be available.
I think that there's a lot of assistance and benefits out there that are often unused. You know, you've got FMLA, the Family and Medical Leave Act, that could help you providing that.
She also recommends looking closely at your household budget and talking early with family about what care will look like and who can help.
Having a conversation and sharing expectations with your family about the time, money, support can really help carrying the burden versus just on one person.
With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
Experts also say it can help to look into outside support like adult day services or short-term respite care for parents. And for families with kids, after-school programs can sometimes help close the gap so you're not trying to do everything at once. Emotional moments yesterday at a high school baseball season opener in Columbia. Clarence Carr threw the ceremonial first pitch as the Dreher High School Blue Devils took on Lower Richland. He's the father of Jason Carr. Jason passed away last year after contracting a rare brain-eating amoeba during a July 4th outing on Lake Murray. He was a rising 8th grader, a multi-sport athlete, and a big supporter of the baseball team.
His teammates keep me going. To see them come together, they're finally at a point where they can talk about him and have fond memories and share a laugh. I think that it's wonderful that they support each other, not only in baseball, but in school, and they spend time with each other on and off the field. And I think at a time like this, that's most important.
The junior varsity team scored 14 runs in yesterday's game. Jason's jersey number was 14, and it was in the dugout during the game. And Augusta Park is closed through early next month. The Savannah Bluff Lock and Dam Park will be closed through April 7th. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is repairing the lock and dam at the park. The boat ramp, however, will still be open. Emily?
Well, we have another warm day in store tomorrow, starting off in the mid-50s, and we should be in the lower to middle 40s this time of year. I'll have a look at what we can expect for the next 7 days coming up.
She's made her mark on the entertainment world. Now Taylor Swift has earned her place in the dictionary. Swiftie has been added to dictionary.com. The singer trademarked the word in 2017 and uses it on her merchandise. The site regularly adds new words to reflect how the English language evolves. Past entries include Beehive for Beyonce fans and Trekkie for Star Trek fans.
Okay, I obviously know Swiftie, knew Beehive, did not know. I'm trying to think of other ones. I feel like I know a lot of them, but I
old with Trekkie. I agree.
Yeah,
but of course, Swiftie. People say it all the time. So certainly, I think it earned its spot there in the dictionary.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other artist names that, like, their fans have names. I can't think of any right now.
And then we're going to think about it here in the next minute.
Yep, probably so. But hey, looking at our forecast here, before we go, nice and warm for the next 7 days. Check out Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. 85 and 84. A few isolated showers possible. Stick with us. Live at 5 is up next.
Aging.